Well, I know your New Orleans Saints haven't won a Super Bowl in a while, but a Super Bowl feel in this arena tonight as Nate Diaz takes on your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
We won one last year in Madden, and those count. Khabib Nurmagomedov is in the big fight environment, and there's never been one bigger than when he fought Conor McGregor, so now he lives in the space and feels as though those experiences will carry him over Nate Diaz.
And you know Nate Diaz has ice water in his veins. There is no fight atmosphere that is going to affect him mentally. We'll see what he can do against a guy who many believe is the toughest stylistic matchup for him in this division.
And now he's in the guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Diaz. All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight. Now he's able to isolate that left arm.
Look for him to step over the top of the head to lift his opponent onto his hip to chase this finish. It's not the arm, it's the shoulder press.
And he's out. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
So 3 minutes off the clock in our first round. Closed guard. Fighters back to their feet here. Kick to the body by Nurmagomedov. Oh, that's a beautiful strike there by Khabib. Don't call him a one-trick pony.
Don't call him a one-trick pony, John, because he isn't. He is a guy that is able to mix everything up inside the octagon.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's gonna break him?
Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down, from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work, trying to advance position to your ground and pound. If you play in there, you can fight.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
The horn sounds for the end of round one.
This next round, you really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain a dominant.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to chain things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling is still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movements. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting position. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on.
Oh, nice job using this. Nicely done. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Diaz. Flush right hand is true. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura. Notice he'll step over the head to try to get the Kimura.
anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Lands a strike down from the bottom. Nice work there by Diaz. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Closed guard. Diaz has got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
Strength is, let's get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, finish the fight. Give me that arm lock.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that shot. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Nice punch there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, beautiful jab from Nate Diaz. If he gets that weapon going early, could be trouble.
Yeah, he starts touching you with the jab over and over again, and then when he starts to let that right hand fly, you start to see real big reactions from his opponent.
69 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. And landing with 70% accuracy against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Nurmagomedov. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. And there's the double leg takedown.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
Posturing up now.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle.
And he's out. Diaz's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Close guard. Back to his feet.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes from the books.
Listen, I need you to start doing more to protect yourself. You're taking way too many shots. Start protecting your body. Move, cover up, allow.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Massive takedown to Jim Lane.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here. But the danger isn't
Going for a submission. Oh, we're getting a finish here. Then he's out. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he...
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Nicely done. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Diaz. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there. The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation.
Right now, it looks like he tried to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs.
He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Close guard. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Down into his mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Nurmagomedov's back in side control. Oh, he's going for his arm now. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Nurmagomedov's back inside control here. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, side control now. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, working out of side control here.
Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix.
Oh, wow, oh! Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Diaz is going for the sub here.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
And he's out. All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him in our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.